It is time for us to learn a bit more about World Serpent, so we are going to be reacting to the manga. It's a single chapter, it's going to be a short video, so let's begin. The serpent appears to be a rather common reptile, yet humanity seems to have an internal fascination with it. The living being, I think there's a spelling mistake. The living being had no need for eyes, when there was nothing remaining outside him to be seen, nor of ears when there was nothing to be heard. Of design he was created, thus his own waste providing his own food, and all that he did or suffered taking place in and by himself. For the creator conceived that a being was self-sufficient would be far more excellent than one lacking anything. And as this circular movement required no feet, the universe was created without legs and without feet, the Ouroboros. Great philosophers regarded it as the first life created in the cosmos. We have the Ouroboros here. From an apept to a Ku Klux Klan. Sounds very interesting to another. Anyways, humanity has worshipped many serpentine gods. The true origins of such practices have been lost to time. We see the Ouroboros throughout the different types of history. Every investigator curious about the origins of these serpent cults would arrive at one conclusion. These cults have spread throughout the earth, growing roots that reach beyond the deepest recesses of darkness. Perhaps the seeds of such fear and reverence for the serpent have been planted before modern humans walked the earth. Perhaps the serpents lurked within the very fiber of being, passing through the generations, whether we like it or not. And if this is true, it may suggest that these serpent cults may still be around, singing their old songs, and keeping their frightful traditions alive. Sheiksel picked up a powerful energy spike in northern Africa shortly after a portal leading to the Sea of Quanta was opened. The Sahara Desert. We've arrived at Signal Coordinates HQ. Our HQ. We can't find anything out of the ordinary here. Report received, squad. Monitor the area for another 12 hours and notify HQ if you find or notice anything. Sheiksel was confused by the lack of findings and suspected faulty equipment instead. We cut to the Atlantic branch. HQ, we've lost contact with Squad Albatross 3 hours ago. They were supposed to monitor the carcass of the Judgment-class Honkai beast, Chiyo. But the Valkyries were sent to the Eastern Sea facilities, just reported that they failed to find anyone from Squad Albatross. Worse, they told me that Chiyo's body went missing as well. Report received. I'll notify Lord Otto at once. Continue your search, Atlantic. Now we cut to Mexico, a machinery parts manufacturer plant. I thought business was good, senor. Bad time to close shop, if you ask me. We can definitely make more money. Huh. I've been in this business for 30 years. I really need a holiday. Card drives away, guy waving, hasta la vista, friend. We see on his desk the serpent. He presses a button. The wall opens. Es hora de cambiar el mundo. The time has come to change the world. Now we cut to the UBS. Oh, good morning, Director. Coffee as usual? Oh, good morning. To you too, but I'll skip the coffee, thank you. The old man sits down at his desk. Oh! Wait a minute. He starts tapping. He smiles at the camera. Lord Jackal, I've done my part. The transfer of 50 billion euros is complete. Uh-oh, he's about to get isekai'd. Anything for our noble cause. He gets smashed with the car. An unseen force rippled across the globe, upsetting carefully constructed balances that kept the status quo in check. Those who suspect that something was amiss and try to investigate became the next victims. We cut to the Anthropy base in New Mexico, the US. Security guard there. Our old friend pulls up the revolver, shoots the security guard. Lord... Who's this? Who is this? Now I'm interested. Lord Jacko. Battle has been joined. Inside the Anthropy base several minutes ago. We have Siegfried Castellana and Raiden Ryoma at the North American AE branch. So, how long can my body keep up? The Ichor infection is still under critical threshold. There's no need for you to worry, Mr. Castellana. I'll tell you the obvious. The Ichor suppressants that I was taking aren't working anymore. The mess that I got myself in during the Second Honkai War seems to be getting worse, and then we see kind of, the infection growing in his arm. Our professors will find an alternative cure for you. I'd advise you to rest here and let your body recover. I'm forced to take a break right when my baby doll needs me the most. My life just keeps getting worse. Then we hear some crunching noises. What on earth is going on up there? Unknown assailants, hidden in disguise convoys, have attacked us, Mr. Raiden. Can it be Shakesel? I thought this place was supposed to be well hidden. No, wait. Otto wouldn't bother disguising his forces. And then here we have Siegfried just feeling this immense pain. It's killing me! Mr. Castellana, are you alright? Raiden gets flown back, or I guess Ryoma technically. Ryoma gets flown back. Siegfried turns into his bestial form. Ryoma, get out of here while I'm still in control of my body. I'll deal with the intruders. Oh, we have here Raven with us, walking towards Siegfried. This is the moment of truth. The moment where the histories, myths, and legends of humanity are reconciled as one. Then we see here a kid in this very busy urban place. And at exactly this moment, 700,000 individuals on the planet stopped what they were doing. He looks up to the moon. Every one of them turned their gaze towards the moon. Oh, wow. And we see the symbol of the Ouroboros appear on the earth itself. It was during this moment that several changes were affected. A person disappeared. A document was approved. A company changed hands, and a deal was successfully concluded. And then we see a woman standing in front of a mysterious other person inside this test tube. When compared the other concerns of this world, these changes appeared to be insignificant and trivial. They were hardly noticed by anyone. We have Raven here sitting on top of this building, but the consequences of these changes are immense in scale and deadly as well. None could escape touch or spread its gaping maw. We have a glimpse of Raiden in manga form. Look how good she looks. A hidden truth shall only be revealed to the serpents who have defended their fate and devoted their minds to the great cause. Wow, we even get a glimpse of Gray Serpent. Oh man, the hype. The silent ripples shall collide and merge and blend into a rolling maelstrom. And within the eye of this vortex, we shall hear the fateful chorus in one united voice. The Serpent has returned. Sire, the body of Chio will restore your lost power. I have also recovered something now offered as a gift to celebrate your return. A weapon of such power should only be wielded by he who leads humanity to its triumphant future. And then here we have, which looks like the Judgment of Shamash being handed over to who appears to look like Kevin. And we met Kevin, you know, in Second Eruption when he was like my progeny speaking to Siegfried. And what became of its former wielder? We've given him every measure of comfort, befitting an important and personal guest of ours, your sire. Very well, I accept this gift. We finally meet again, old friend. He ignites the Judgment of Shamash. Claire, if you didn't know this was Castellana, now you do. The Judgment of Shamash activates. We shall fight together again, like we used to. And immediately, without missing a beat, he pulls up the Might of Utu. As if like, you know, Siegfried, it took Siegfried to become a Honkai beast to essentially pull up the full power of Judgment of Shamash. Kevin here, just like, we meet again, old friend, turns on. And the core of the mighty sword erupted to life, emitting a superheated plasma jet that lit up the entire throne room. Humanity gave this fearsome sword many names. Divine judgment that obliterated the cities and Sodom and Gomorrah. The flaming sword of the cherub who guards the gates of Eden. These tales are merely attempts by witnesses of its resplendent glory to describe what they call or saw. Thousands of years later, these records became regarded as myths. And then we have here Raven, Gray Serpent, and a mysterious unknown person. I do not know who this is, but I'm very interested to find out. The truth has been revealed. In these hallowed halls, the myths are real. A sonorous roar echoes within the beating chest of every follower of Serpent. The faithful knew that this signaled the coming of the great storm. Amazing. What a fantastic way to introduce World Serpent. And I'm gonna be kind of honest. This should have been in the game. Like, it's literally a single chapter manga that explains to you you know, World Serpent. It's kind of weird that this just wasn't a part of the game. Like, it makes it I guess it adds, I guess maybe when I think about it, it's not super important to learn this, but I feel like it does kind of add a lot to, you know, Kevin holding the Judgment of Shamash. You know, it introduces characters who haven't been named, like Raven and Gray Serpent technically haven't been named in this manga. It's just because I played the game, so I know who those characters are. Okay, you know what? I guess I talked myself out of it. I guess it doesn't need to be in the game. But this was really cool. It was really great to kind of see this buildup of, like, it kind of just told you the meaning of World Serpent, their potential strength in terms of because all we've heard so far was about Shixel and AE, right? But now we have this, and they kind of build it up in a way that's like, World Serpent has always been there. Whether it was called World Serpent, there's always been a cult of serpents throughout history. And here is the Honkai history with World Serpent, with the serpent cults, which was really cool. Like they used real world history to include World Serpent into the Honkai history. It's just super neat, super cool. I'm excited to learn more about World Serpent. I mean, so far in the game, I'm at chapter 14. We have gotten glimpse, and I won't speak in detail about World Serpent's role in those, and also, to be honest, like I fully don't understand their role as well, but they are also a very interesting anti-Honkai organization. That I'll say that the least. They're a very interesting anti-Honkai organization, and it's very fascinating to see how different they are from AE and from Shixel. They're very welcome and cool group of individuals, and I'm excited to learn more. And obviously this video is pretty short, but hey, tune in tomorrow because I'm going to be reading more. We're going to be reading London Holiday. So definitely come by the channel tomorrow for more manga read-throughs. And also, I'm not sure when this is going to be released exactly, but also check out the YouTube channel because I'll be streaming more gameplay of Honkai Impact. That's kind of why I'm reading the... anyways, I'm talking too much at the intro. Anyways, thank you all so much for taking time to watch this video. There's going to be more Honkai manga reactions on this channel, as well as gameplay streams, so definitely subscribe to the channel for more. Until next time, I'll see you all later. Bye!